Passive learning occurs when learners receive information from an instructor without actively engaging in the process. It is characterized by activities such as listening to lectures, reading textbooks, and watching videos. Passive learning has its roots in traditional educational systems, dating back to ancient times when knowledge was transmitted orally by teachers and scholars. This method became the cornerstone of education, with the instructor seen as the primary source of knowledge. Three key features. Firstly, in passive learning, the instructor plays a central role. They are responsible for delivering content, organizing material, and controlling the flow of information. Students take on a more receptive role, absorbing the information presented to them. Secondly, passive learning relies heavily on repetition and memorization. Students are often required to memorize facts, dates, formulas, and other information to recall later. This technique is effective for subjects that require a lot of factual knowledge, like history or biology. Thirdly, passive learning is typically structured and predictable. Lessons follow a set pattern, with a clear beginning, middle, and end. This structure can help students know what to expect and how to prepare for classes. It also allows for consistent and uniform delivery of content across different classes and schools. Two limitations. One limitation of passive learning is the lack of engagement. Since students are not actively participating, they may find it difficult to stay focused and retain information. This can lead to lower motivation and interest in the subject matter. Another limitation is that passive learning doesn't promote critical thinking or problem-solving skills. Because students are mainly listening and memorizing, they are not challenged to analyze, evaluate, or create new ideas based on what they've learned. This can result in a superficial understanding of the material. Comparison to active learning. Active learning involves students in the learning process through activities like discussions, group work, and hands-on projects. Unlike passive learning, active learning encourages students to engage with the material, ask questions, and collaborate with peers. This method helps to develop critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and a deeper understanding of the content. While passive learning is more instructor-centered, active learning is student-centered. In passive learning, the instructor is the main source of information, whereas in active learning, students often explore and discover information themselves. Active learning also tends to be more dynamic and interactive, which can make learning more enjoyable and effective. If you're a student, you can access my full guides on passive and active learning in the pinned comment. I've also left related videos on the screen for you to watch next. Thanks for watching.